What's up? I'm Ben Pakulski, and these balloons may look kind of weird, yet they hold the secrets to gaining pounds of lean muscle every week. Yeah, that's right, I said pounds, while stripping away your body fat at the same time. And the wildest part of all, this secret takes you exactly 4 minutes to do. Today you'll witness a bizarre new cutting-edge technique used by fitness pros and movie stars to pack on muscle faster than so-called muscle experts think is possible. I'm not talking about a few pounds of muscle that no one but your grandma will notice. I'm talking about head-spinning, attention-demanding muscle that puts you in a league of your own in the gym, and packing it on in far less time than most guys train, without sacrificing your lifestyle to do it. Think about it. Do you really think these skinny actors, who all of a sudden look like Greek gods, or guys like me, who make their living being huge, don't have a few tricks up their sleeve? You think it's some magical supplement, 8 hours in the gym, like I've heard some guys claim, which is complete bullshit, or the right gear, if you know what I mean? Think again. Listen. I know guys who do these insanity bragging workouts and take stuff they give horses to gain a few measly ounces of muscle. Most of them still fail to pack it on because they haven't got a clue really how to train for maximum mass. How to trick their body into what I call hyper recovery. Have a look at these guys I've shared the secret with. This represents just a handful of my so-called guinea lion group. I can't call them pigs because they're all freaking ripped. Your recovery is rocketed through the roof. You spend half the time guys currently spend in the gym. Much more time resting and eating normal food. You'll still gain more muscle and absolutely shred your body fat. Let me repeat. I'm talking several pounds of lean muscle every single week. And it happens thanks to a style of training I'll reveal today. A protocol that's a whopping 4 minutes long. One that stimulates the production of a highly unique super recovery muscle helper cell called myosatellite cells. Myosatellite cells. That really does sound alien, right? Well, it's nothing complicated. This is just the muscle building info you didn't know about until today. Look, I know you're curious, and I'll explain this all in just a few minutes, because it will forever change the way you approach weight training and how you think about dieting for good. I'll just have to warn you about something, and you have to promise you take this warning seriously before you continue watching. This presentation is getting a lot of attention. A certain search engine is trying to ban this information because I'm pissing off a lot of really huge supplement companies and magazines. These guys have billions of dollars, plenty of cash to sue my ass, and there's no way I'm going to be able to keep this presentation live much longer if pressure continues. I'll be forced to either take it down or charge $97 a head to watch a webinar for the exact same presentation you're watching right now for free. So you best be sure to do just that. Watch this now and while it's still on the internet. Listen, if you've been told there's no secret to building muscle, and you can only build muscle slowly, or worse than that, you can gain muscle, but you'll pack on a little bit of fat while doing it, you've been lied to. And today, I'll prove it to you. Oh, I've seen it all. I'm a pro bodybuilder, so you can imagine what I've seen guys do out of desperation and greed over precious muscle. I've seen guys train for 7 hours straight. I've seen dudes take outrageous amounts of illegal gear that would kill them in the end if they keep it up. And I've seen thousands of guys just like you. Good guys who are just wanting to gain 10, 20, and maybe even 30 pounds of rock-hard muscle in the right places. A bigger chest, bigger arms, cut abs, and delts that look so killer, it looks like you have to turn sideways even just to get through the door. And let's be honest, you want more attention. Hey, it's normal. Attention from women, sure, it's going to happen. Jealous friends in the gym, bound to happen too. And with that attention comes respect, confidence, and the power to move through life like an alpha animal, taking charge and making shit happen, and forging a life out of iron, one that you can control, not that controls you. However, here's what I've never seen. In over 15 years of training, I've never seen anything come close to this almost alien method of gaining muscle. You'll end up totally lean with that beach-ready body you want, even though your diet barely changes. That's because this method is actually automatically burning body fat while you train. More body fat than you can ever burn by even starving yourself. And it's fast. How fast? 200% faster than traditional weight training. We're talking about adding several pounds of lean muscle every week. Not every month, every week. That's 10 pounds in less than 5 weeks. 20 pounds in 10 weeks. Really as much muscle as you desire. And here's the really incredible part. Guess what's feeding all this new muscle in your body? Your unwanted, unwelcome, downright ugly body fat. This one technique, revealed in detail within this free presentation, gives you more muscle mass faster, and it works by using your own body fat for fuel. That's right, dude. You get bigger and leaner at the same time. And that's what you really want, getting leaner as you get bigger. It makes everything look bigger and feel harder, just like these guys have done. And literally thousands of other guys I shared this one stealth technique with over the last several months. And let me save you some time. You'll never hear about this in the magazines, because I've made 100% sure that everybody I shared it with kept their mouths shut. And for good reason. This unusual method of training was just reviewed and studied by a major university, and I didn't want anyone talking about their insane results until after the protocol was scientifically proven. So, while all these guys changed their body within weeks instead of months or years, without taking illegal gear of any kind, without giving up the foods they enjoy, or having a few beers with their buds, I really wasn't ready to tell the world about this muscle revolution until I had the science to back it up. Now, I'm ready. And I guarantee you better be ready to buy some new shirts, because after today you'll need them. Unless you like the Hulk look and don't mind ripping out of your sleeves or just wearing tank tops everywhere you go. You better be ready for a ton of questions from strangers like, how big are your arms, man? Or I bet you can bench press a freaking house, right? And yeah, you'll have so many guys asking how you got the body you have, and you can start charging hard cash to give them the answers. And they'll pay you. Trust me. I know. Are you ready for the secret? Pay attention, because this is the only place you'll ever hear about it. And that's because I'm the guy who invented it and who put it to test in university. It all starts here. Each of these balloons represents one of your muscle cells. These cells get bigger, you get bigger. And I bet you know that already. Now, here's what you've never heard of before. You build muscle while resting, not while at the gym. Your mission in the gym is so simple. Stimulate your muscles into growth. Period. End of story. Stimulate, then go home and eat. That's what you do. You don't just lift weights. Come on, man. You know that for a fact that isn't working for you. It's the way you lift during your last 4 minutes of exercise that makes all the difference in the world. These 4 minutes create 205% more muscle gain. Fact, not theory. And these 4 minutes are the difference between looking average and looking awesome. Want proof? Have a look at this. And at the heart of those results was this 4-minute technique I'm about to show you. Now, look at the guys who've been my students for the past few months. These are the results that are possible for you too. So, how does this weird 4-minute trick really work? First, it takes every cell in your muscle fibers, and just like this balloon, expands them. Normal training tears down muscle fibers and forces your body to go into crisis mode, trying like hell to repair before your next workout. However, you can expand a cell without experiencing this recovery crisis. In fact, that's exactly what my patented, university-proven system is called. Cell Expansion Protocol, or CEP training for short. It's unlike anything you've ever experienced, and it takes a whopping 4 minutes per exercise to automatically trigger the CEP response. So rather than ripping your fibers to shreds, you selectively stimulate. You use the 4-minute CEP training principle to force every cell and every muscle into hyper-recovery mode. Take this balloon. This balloon represents one of your muscle cells. If you were to train the old-fashioned way, this balloon would swell up temporarily. That's the pump we all love, right? And as you know, that pump goes away. Now imagine if your pump never went away. What if you were given the key to tricking your muscle cells into expanding and expanding? And your cells recovered so quickly, it looks as though you have a constant pump. How would that feel? Orgasmic. That's how. I'm going to demonstrate on video CEP training for biceps today. So by the time this presentation ends, you'll at least be able to get started with CEP for your biceps. So keep watching, unless you enjoy having skinny arms. There's a reason why this happens with CEP training and not with any other form of muscle building training. And why it cuts everyone's gym time nearly in half at the same time. It goes back to what I mentioned to you before. Myosatellite cells. We've proven that stimulation of muscle tissue using CEP training dramatically increases myosatellite cell production. Myosatellite cells are made by your body to help repair muscle damage. So just think about it for a second. If you stimulate your muscles while using CEP, and CEP produces far more myosatellite cells than traditional training, that means you recover much faster. And faster recovery means faster muscle growth, because a muscle only grows during recovery. Are you getting the really big picture now? Less time in the gym, plus 4 minutes of CEP training at the end of a movement, and you get a ton more of your body's most powerful muscle recovery cells speeding to your aching body parts, blasting your recovery through the roof, and expanding the size and volume of each muscle cell. Expanding muscle cell means mass. as much mass as you want. 10 pounds, 15 pounds, 25 pounds, hell, 50 pounds if you want. It's all the same training. The only difference is the amount of food you eat. The best part of it all is that SEP training creates the muscle you desire automatically. Your body literally is forced into expand its muscle cells in response to SEP training. You give it no choice. And your body gets the fuel it needs to expand your cells from your stored body fat. Sure, if you're eating 7 pizzas a day, your body will use that for fuel. Yet if you're eating halfway normally, your body fat will be robbed to pay the energy price of all the satellite cell production and cell expansion. And that gives you the body you want. By now, you're wanting to get started with SEP training as soon as possible. And the question you have is how? How do you get started? What do you do first? Here's your choice. You can keep watching and you'll see me demonstrate SEP training for biceps. And then you can try to figure out the rest on your own. Good luck with that because you probably need it. SEP training is extremely specific to each body part. What works for biceps definitely will not work for chest, for example. Hey, you can try, or you can man up and admit you want a Mr. Olympia caliber competitor to personally coach you, radically decreasing the time it will take for you to walk down to the beach with the type of body other guys would kill for. Or hang by the pool in the bikini-clad hottie section and let the women fight over who got your attention first. Or just look the way you've always wanted to look when you go out on the town. Whatever you want, this is the fastest trick to give it to you. I call it the Mi40 SEP Training Program. Again, I'm Ben Pakulski, IFBB professional bodybuilder, author of the best-selling Mi40 system, and patent holder for SEP protocol. And here's what I'll be handing you today inside the Mi40 SEP Training Program. The first thing you want to do is watch what's been called the fastest 5-minute how-to video ever made, the Mi40 SEP Training Rapid Start Plan. This video is literally 5 minutes. It takes me only 5 minutes to get you started using SEP in your very first workout. So if you're like me and you're in a hurry, this video alone is worth its weight in gold. And if you're like a lot of the guys that I coach, guys who want every little detail spelled out so they couldn't mess it up if they tried, then here's what else I have for you today. The Mi40 SEP Training Blueprint. Every body part, every exercise, every freaking detail spelled out so there's absolutely zero guesswork on your part. You'll always know exactly what to do and precisely how to do it. The blueprint is your muscle Bible, recreating your physique from head to toe using super simple, common sense, no BS style instruction. This is the only one goal in mind. Your most muscular, ripped, and perfect body. Inside, you'll discover the methods of training you absolutely must avoid if you want to actually look like you lift. Face it, most guys who train look like they play freaking soccer or something. You want to look like a dude with muscle. So turn to page 7 as soon as you get the blueprint in your hands and discover all the messed up training methods that the magazines and idiot gym rats have tried to pass on as fact. Trust me, I guarantee you're using some of them, if not all of these time-wasting methods, and they do far worse than waste your time. They're keeping you from the body you want. They literally halt muscle growth and promote more fat storage. You'll also discover the reason why I insist you enjoy your food. Even as SEP training is stripping away all the unwanted fat off your body, you'll be laughing in the face of guys who are doing hours of cardio, hoping they'll see an ab one day if they're lucky. With SEP, you don't need cardio, and you don't need to overdo it on the diet. Listen, I know you want to enjoy a few beers with your buddies, and you have better things to do than eat all damn day. That's why I made SEP Training Starter Nutrition Plan so drop-dead simple. Now, that's not all you'll be receiving today. I also want you to have private access to my Mi40 SEP Training video library. I will be your personal trainer on every single exercise, so you can be 100% confident you're doing SEP training to get all the benefits. Yet the library offers a lot more than that. I break every SEP training exercise down into 3 phases. Just in case you're starting out, or you're fairly experienced, or perhaps you're a fitness pro, it doesn't matter. Everyone from newbie natural to pro athlete is covered in these 3 phases. Plus, each video focuses on one body part, so you can pick and choose the body parts you want to focus on. Some guys want bigger arms right away, so you can start there. Or maybe it's your legs, your chest, or your back. You name it, it's covered in the SEP Training Video Library. Hey, I'm not finished yet. You'll also receive your copy of the Mi40 Total Training videos. And here's why you'll need this. SEP training cannot be used for every single exercise. Only very specific exercises use SEP training. And if you try with the wrong exercise, watch out. You'll end up getting nowhere or worse. That's why you need the entire set of my training videos to make sure you use only SEP-approved movements. And to guarantee you stay super motivated for as long as you need to get the body you desire, these videos contain a ton of tips that only pros know to get you most out of every second you spend in the gym. So you can spend less time in the gym and get out and enjoy your life, knowing you've done the right amount of ass-kicking work to stimulate those cells to expand. Now, you may believe a program as unique as this is pretty damn expensive. With all the time and money I've invested into it, almost 3 years of research, testing, paying lab rats to prove my theory to be fact, not to mention the decades of training and learning I've done to bring it all together with my own body. Hell, I'm talking about my life's work here. So when I initially set the price of the entire Mi40 SEP training system at $197, my girlfriend Amanda almost kicked me out of bed. Literally. Ben, if you sell your system you've worked so hard on for less than you charge for a single hour of consulting, I'm not sleeping with you for a month. Yeah, she's hardcore. I did what any other guy would do. I lied. She thinks I'm selling the Mi40 SEP training system for $397, and that will be a steal. Yet I'm not. At least not yet. I made myself a deal. I said, Ben, even though you decided to release this one to the world, you have to keep it stealth. Otherwise, my competition will get tougher. And to be honest, since I treat every single Mi40 SEP member like a kid brother, I just don't have the time or energy to spend letting millions of guys into the mix. So once I hit a very modest goal in sales, I'm going to charge $397 for the system. If you're watching this presentation, that means I'm very close to that goal. Very, very close. And I do have Amanda to worry about, because when she finds out I'm letting you guys get your hands on the Mi40 training system for a quarter of the price, I'm kicked out of bed. Literally. So here's your no BS, limited time, save Ben from lonely nights of living hell offer. I'm going to give it to you all today. Immediate access to everything. No shipping. I'll set you up with digital start today access. The entire Mi40 SEP training system is SEP rapid start training video. 5 short minutes to get you in the gym and growing faster than ever. The SEP training blueprint. Every exercise, every step, laid out with idiot-proof instructions even my moronic ex-training partner could easily understand. The SEP training video library. Every SEP-friendly exercise visually demonstrated by me, including instructions for beginners, intermediate muscle heads, and advanced athletes. And the SEP total training library. You see every exercise you will ever need to build the body you desire. All of this for just one pathetically small investment of $97. Yeah, you read that right. Not 3 payments of $97, not 2 payments of $97, only 1 payment of just $97. Listen, I'm going to put this into crystal clear perspective for you. You spend that much on one session with a pathetic gym trainer, some dude that thinks that because he has a certificate that took him a week to earn, he knows how to train you. What a joke. Most so-called trainers piss me off because they haven't got a clue how to help the average guy how to build muscle insanely fast. Hey, if you carelessly decide to try one of those trainers, make damn sure he's SEP certified.